Hey guys, what's going on? Best Replay here. Welcome back to a brand new video of PC Building Simulator. It's been a long time since I've uploaded something like this, at least this game anyway. And I recently saw that they released an update, and as we can see in the background image here, there's an interesting looking computer right there. And it looks like they added GeForce graphics cards finally. I haven't had a chance to play it all yet, but let's see here. Where are we at? Last played on the 8th at $6,000. I haven't really made it that far. Yeah, I've probably played the game for probably 2 weeks to get this far to where I'm at right now with it. And my apologies if the music in the background is a little bit, loud. I've tried to. I've lowered it tremendously. Obviously, don't want to have anything weird. Alright, so here we are. Hey guys, welcome back. I finally figured out what I was needing to do. With the computer we saw with the with the big black case on my second desk or so, it, from what I've been able to get so far is, the PSU or power supply unit is not working because it doesn't want to power up at all. As well as, it also could be many different things, but right now I'm looking at that. And then I'm also working on this other thing. I'm ordering parts right now for this other computer that needs to be able to run this game right here, Feudal Fantasy. And the issue with it is we're not minimum. We're supposed to be on recommended. All right. So I got the 16 in the bag. I got my 8-core up in there as well. But this graphics card right here that's needed, I haven't unlocked it yet, and on my part rankings, it's not in here at all. No AMD is in here for crap. I'm able to find this Sheen GeForce GTX 970, which is what we have and is what that computer has. And so I'm hoping that if I go up a little ways, I might have to go really far up here, but I'm hoping it'll tell me what I need. I believe these are my frequencies right here too. So I'm not sure what this would be as its freak would go. However, where are we at? That was what, 46, right? Yeah, 46. So I'm gonna take it up, I think, to the Founders Edition and see if that will fix my issue. May not, but it's always possible. And I think I have a Founders Edition. I have all these used things. I need to go read the email first, though. A lot of people don't want you to use, they want new parts, not used parts, and the game for whatever reason. Somehow they just magically know that you used parts. So let's see, who is this by? Axemaster 93. So we go to our email and go to Axemaster. Upgrade this computer. Not see, show everything that left. Can't reach 60 FPS during there. Oh, I must have built a computer for him. The computer thou built for me was a triumph. If thou couldst have seen the jealous contestants, whatever, arrayed my LARP group meeting when I told them of its power. This guy's real big, so I built him a computer that could run minimum. Now he wants one on recommended. Of course, I never follow the budget. I always go above it because they pay more. Of course, it also charges me more to have them shipped here. Okay, so we needed the Founders Edition. Where's Founders Edition? Founders Edition is kind of silver. As long as I can boot it to its operating system, we've got that fixed. So now we got to connect everything. But alright, so it can boot to OS, but it still says there's a problem someplace. Okay. Alright. Gangnam Style, dab, almost forgot. Drive. Alright. Let's see what we can find out. Install system info here and see what it could be. It can't possibly be too much. It's possible it could be the processing unit that's on the board. Could probably take a look at that one next. We'd have to remove the cooler to get to it. Also, if you guys hear anything in the background, like, you know, maybe kids playing or something like that, I got my window open. It's a nice day out. It's an 8-core 17. Gosh, man, this is an expensive processor. Well, we got kids screaming out there. What are the odds of that? Okay, so my processor, we'll say broken on it. Alright, well, it's not the processor. Processor's not broken. That's always a plus. It's always possible it could be an HDD. Hey guys, so I finally figured out what was going on with this computer. I thought it would say I fixed everything if I left this little liquid cooler off here, but we didn't leave that off there at all. Well, we did leave that off there, and it was telling me that it was still broken because I went and I toured everything. I took all the fans out. I mean, you guys saw everything. I literally just had an empty case. I looked at the second hard drive. I tried everything, and then I just put it all back together and was just like, maybe it has a virus or something that it needs to have removed. And then when I fired it all up, it just turned green when I put it back together, and I was like, are you serious? Are you serious? Okay, so now we need to put the case back together. Alright, my friends, we are here. We're back in the shop. I spent some time, got all the parts to build our computer we placed over there. I believe so anyway. It saved me some money, just a little under 900. We did get this diagnose in here. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, you can definitely tell it needs to be cleaned, that's for sure. But we'll also, sometime when I have free time, I'm going to upgrade this entirely. I mean, this is my own computer. I'll probably end up building my own too. Oh man, I'm getting a little bit tired. Oh yeah, by the way, if I click on these, you know, it just changes the lighting of everything. I used to have this one on for like the longest time and I hated it. Alright, so this is my case. You guys want to see my case? It's a pretty crappy case. I didn't spend too much money on it. I didn't want to have, you know, a massive bill for it all. I did get repair fans for it and everything. And it needs to be able to run, remember, it needs to be able to run Counter-Strike Source. Gosh, man, I just can't even talk. I will see you guys back here when I get everything installed. Alright guys, back again here. So, one thing you guys might notice is I had to put a board here. It's not MSI. I had an MSI board here and it fit great, it worked out great. However, our CPU needed was not a AM4. This board is LGA 1151 Cabby Lake socket. The other one required AM4. So this one's AM4. I finally got a air cooler in there that actually works now and fits. I mean, as you can see, I mean, man, it's really tightly, you know, packed in there, which is good because that increases my airflow. All right. A big issue with CPU cooling is that this one is 157 and the case is only 155. So, I mean, you know, that was a problem. This doesn't fit in here for whatever reason. I think that's mostly because there's no place down here for it to go and there's no place up here for it to really go. But it didn't fit. And then a problem too is this became incompatible. It's a low profile and it only works for LGA, not AM4 sockets. That was a problem too. So I had to spend like, I think $600 on, you know, each air cooler just so I could get it, you know, each day, same day, not have to end and, you know, go all the way back. But now we have to install case fans. My issue is that it'll overheat. It'll power on for a bit and then eventually it will overheat. So we'll run some Arctic fans on this side, and we'll probably run 3 fans on this side. Let's see this one. Yeah, that one would fit if it wasn't so huge. There was a fan right here, but I removed it. It must have been one of these fans. Yeah, it would have been one of those fans right there. Alright, so I'm gonna need to install this one here. My biggest thing that I'm worried about is cooling. You know, I want to be sure that there's plenty of air running through the system and exiting back, so that way I don't have overheating issues. So if we have overheating issues, then we have to really go through and figure out, okay, what, you know, cooling system's going to fit in here, what's going to give us the best airflow, you know, what's going to keep us all nice and cool. So right now it says PC status is missing cables. So hopefully that's a good thing. Alright, and voila, there we go. We're installing drivers, marketing IDs. Got all the fans running here. Now we need to see, okay, so this obviously for whatever reason has not lit up yet. Which leads me to believe we missed something, which is a problem. So it's probably the RAM. It's a possibility. If it's not the RAM, it's the graphics card. And the graphics card is already pretty big up there. Graphics card, virtual RAM. Look at that. So it's the VRAM there that's getting us hard. Okay, alright, and it needs 8. Okay, so let me exit out of here and see. What graphics card do I have that has 8 gigs of VRAM? None. I don't have any graphics card that has 8 gigs of VRAM right now. Let me go over here and look. Alright, there we go. As we can see, that lit up green right there, so that means we're all ready to go here. We finally built this PC. Aside from that, everything else that I have to do, aside from putting it back together, is really boring, and I don't want to sit back and bore you guys that way, so without further ado, this is the end of the video. I'll see you guys next time for a brand new episode of PC Building Simulator.